My name is Mihaly Szilagyi, and I'm a qualified electrician. I work with I work for Volta Compliance over 7 years now.
What inspired you to pursue a career in electrical engineering?
I always liked figuring out why things are breaking, and I think it's a cool thing to find the faults. I liked putting things back right and have a good feeling after seeing them working again.
How do you balance work with your personal life? Have you got any hobbies that you're passionate about?
I like cycling, but at the moment my family is just filling up my life, so my family is my hobby. Probably go home and go into the garden and do some gardening with my family.
Can you share a personal experience or project that influenced your approach to work?
The projects, I can't really one, but in my personal experience, them projects where I have to look after other engineers or have to manage a little team, it's a game changer in my perspective.
What's your favourite way to unwind after a busy day at Volta Compliance?
Again, probably spend as much time as I can with my family, and enjoy being a dad of two at the moment. I like the fact that we have a garden. Really like gardening. So we have nice bushes, nice shrubs, and I like cutting them to shape and stuff.
How do you stay motivated and continue learning in such a fast-paced industry?
I think these two things are connected because things are not getting simpler. As usual, with complexity issues coming up with different faults and different scenarios to solve. Probably the most important is to work together as close as possible with the client to make a day productive and be able to create a safe working environment. But if we're testing, we obviously discuss this with the customer before, and when we turn up to site, we know which area we can test. If we install, we usually we know 2 weeks ahead what should happen, and we can plan accordingly.
Can you talk about a recent project you're proud of?
Well, one of the recent ones was a customer where we tested a research and development facility. I've never tested that kind of infrastructure before, so that was interesting, and it was quite a big one, so I'm quite happy or proud, if I can be, to be able to test that in time and safely. Hopefully the customer gonna have answers for the question as well.
How do you ensure safety and compliance on the projects you work on?
We just have to work together with the customer because the customer knows the biggest risk and those kind of things what can make harm. So also we have risk assessment method statements before we start a job. Usually we do site surveys and we know what to expect. We just have to follow them and make sure that the team, other team members following as well.
What advice would you give to someone just starting their career in electrical engineering?
I think creating value, this is what we do. To me, creating value is a cool thing. When we test or when we install, we constantly creating value by correcting the found faults, what we find in the first stage when we do an electrical installation condition report. At the end, the customer is definitely getting a value, and I like creating value. That's a nice thing to do in your time. For me, that was the drive. It's a personal thing, but I think it's a good thing to live up to.